I'm back with the improvement. You know, this is your boy MsiMango at Kuhamga Unlimited Services. Right about now, I'm coming to you live from the Cape City. We are here at Pretoria main campus TUT, and of course, it's another episode, another fantastic episode of Confessions. This is episode 3. So today we have our guest. We're gonna have a very wonderful discussions about him, the books he writes, the languages talks, and so many. Of course, our guest today is Mr. Advocate. Welcome, sir.
Affirmative, sir.
So you can just a bit introduction, tell the people, tell the world who you are, who is Advocate, where he's from, just there.
Okay, actually, in my elucidation, I would like to postulate that people should not get gobsmacked or being flabbergasted by what I want to elucidate. So, in my krankum concerning to this application that you have subjugated to acclimatize me, I'm advocate actually. I'm from Limpopo, I'm a Tsonga. Even though most of people that have been discombobulated, they don't believe I'm from outside the country, but the reality or the truth is advocate come from South Africa. I'm a South African man. I'm from Limpopo, Malamula, the place they call Limpopo. Yeah, it's where I come from.
Okay, thank you, Advocate. So, of course, we're gonna have a little more discussion with Advocate, talking about the things he does, the book he wrote. So for now, that was just an introduction. So we'll be back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Campus TV, and of course, we still hanging out with Advocate right here at the Cape City of Pretoria. We are at Tshwane, TUT main campus. So, Advocate, now just to get on with this conversation, I just want to understand the way you speak, because what catches people's attention is how you articulate your words, how you speak. So, can you briefly tell us the background of when did you start to talk the way you talk?
By the way, actually, in my krankum, as I want to abrogate what I supplicated, I will try to recapitulate it in a vivid manner so that you cannot be discombobulated or being hooty-tooty or being flabbergasted by what I want to confabulate. So, example is better than precept. In other words, I'm trying to articulate that concerning to your supplication, I was doing my grade 7 when I was subjugated to articulate the grandiloquent words.
So you started talking like this at grade 7?
No, like when I started to have a desire of knowing bombastic. Do you understand? Actually, these things is in me. Because when I was doing my grade 7, I told myself that no, I must know 3 words every day. I started by using Oxford. From Oxford, I use Longman. Longman, I use Cornell's Dictionary. From Cornell's Dictionary, I use a Cambridge. It's where I met a man by the name George Gara from Zimbabwe. He graduated from University of Cambridge. Do you understand? So he's the man who met me.
So we're still chilling here with Advocate. So Advocate, with so much thing he has already accomplished, he's still pursuing academic. So for now, he's still a student. I'm gonna ask him basically as a student lifestyle. I mean, you a student, you live around student, and obviously with the kind of status and the person that you are, how people treat you, how people approach you is different. So can you elaborate on the relations that you have, particularly with students and obviously and lectures and other individuals? How is it different or difficult?
It's a good supplication to me. It's a good supplication, really. So it is very vivid that students, they recognize me more, and when they see me, actually, they see a man of value. Actually, is what I can articulate, because
I go, races of students, when they see me, you hear them saying vividly affirmative. So I'm happy to hear such things, because you see that students, they are subjugating themselves in what you are articulating, in what you are trying to elucidate. So the life of university, it's a good life, but it is little bit jiggery-poky. When I'm saying it's little bit jiggery-poky, I'm saying it is little bit challenging to understand. Most of people, they desire to come to the university, but there are lots of circumstances here at the university to understand. I remember at my first year when I came here at the university, it was so hard because I never applied. I got my course here at UT. I met some comrades. They wanted to discourage me. I remember when I told a man by the name Ismatimba. This man, he articulated this, the bogus statement to me. He said, yes, I see that your statement is nice, but you never applied. You won't get the space. I told him, Chief, don't allow Satan to use you. You see. So you need to fight. You need to fight for yourself.
Yeah.
If you allow comrades to control your life through giving you fear, you will lose what belongs to you. So in other words, I'm trying to recapitulate what you have supplicated to me. Thy understanding shall subjugate ye in regurgitation of this elucidation without being vilification or solipsism.
So, speaking of challenges, I'm sure you are surrounded by students, and obviously you surrounded by other individuals. What are some of the challenges that you have observed, be it what you see from your fellow students? What challenges there are there, particularly for a student, not while you are still a student, not post-graduation or post-varsity, in the meantime, while you're in the process of you...
in the process when I was for diploma, something. Okay.
Some of the challenges that you encounter, the obstacles,
I remember, it's a good question. Mara, let me elucidate this one. I remember the first day when I attended the class. Students, they thought me I'm a lecturer.
Oh,
you know why?
Because of
the dress.
They are tired.
Yeah, they thought this one is the one who is going to lecture us, to understand. So when the time goes on, I flabbergasted professors. I remember when I supplicated a query to the HOD. The HOD, she ran away and left the key. She ran away and left the key inside. She said, no, this man is not from South Africa. A South African person cannot articulate like this man. Because the English of his articulation, it is a gigantic flabbergast to me. I remember she was elucidating about the biokinesis. She said, no, this next year we are not going to do a biokinetics and something like that. So I have supplicated, I said, man, it's it supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to subjugate the anthropocentrism of cripatic in biokinetics. She said, repeat again. I repeated. Another man from Germany, because we are attending with people from Germany, do you understand? So the man from Germany, he tried to regurgitate. He thought maybe he can elucidate. He told the lady, no, the man is speaking English, but I can't detect what he's trying to supplicate. So she ran away. So from there, it's where the students started to have fear.
So can we say that the way you articulate your ways, the way you speak, the way you present yourself, the way you preserve yourself as an individual, does it create a barrier between you and your fellow students in terms of how they approach you, maybe perhaps, and obviously how you speak, how you articulate? Isn't it creating a bit of barrier of communication between you and others?
Oil and water.
Yeah, they don't mix.
It's liquid. Oil is liquid. Water is liquid.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But when you try to mix oil and water, you can see segregation in there.
Yeah.
Oil segregates itself from water. It's not water that segregates itself, it's oil. To show that oil and water,
They don't mix.
they don't mix. Do you understand? So I want to answer concerning to your application. There are people who are interested
Okay.
to articulate the granulaquence or magnoquence words. But there are some people who are criticizing. Some they thought maybe I want to feel myself, or I want to act like I'm clever than you see. You know people can talk. People can talk. Some they thought, hey, this man he want to take women. You know us blacks.
Yeah, blacks.
You see, we feed our mind with negativity instead of feeding our mind with positivity.
Yeah.
When a fellow brother try to teach, they think that fellow brother, he want to, he want to patronize them.
Yeah, man.
Do you understand? So it's the challenge that I was facing. So the people who were criticizing, now they call me for mentorship.
Interesting. Speaking of mentorship, I just want the people to get an idea of what currently, obviously, even if you're still pursuing academics, but there are other, I can say, project or initiative that you are busy with aside. Can you elaborate on what you have done, the organization or the entities that you have worked with? I've heard you also did something with VW, which is very interesting. Can you elaborate on such initiative that you partake aside?
Oh, by the way, I was advertising.
Advertisement
For VW, yeah. I deal with like advertise, even entertain, because sometimes it's like, even like June 16,
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to Varsity Lodge for entertainment there, because they give me call. They said, "Advocate, please, we want your English, because many people are much who want to hear your English." Do you understand? So please, can you come and do some entertainment here? So I do some entertainment. I can be MC. I do advert, because even for VW, last year, 2020, on March, I was supposed to advertise on television. Do you understand? Yeah, I was supposed to advertise on television. So Corona disturbed us. Actually, these things for Corona disturbed us. But even though VW, we are still having a good relationship with VW.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
we're still having a good relationship with VW. Yeah.
Very interesting. So I see you, as much as you are pursuing your academics, but you also keep yourself busy as a person. So right now we have seen an increased number in terms of the graduates, people who have qualification, and now they are graduates, they are at home, they don't have, it's struggles. So what advice from Advocate can you give, particularly to those qualified people out there who are at home, people who are trying to find headmates? What can you say to them? Obviously, what kind of an advice or motivation can you give to those people to say, hold on, or what can you tell people? Actually, people are looking up to you. Some people, they even use your words elsewhere. So what can you say to such people out there?
A notion has been put into motion so that you can apply notion. As you know, that example is better than precept.
Yeah.
You can distinguish the victor from the vanquished by the smarts on the faces victors. As you know that the anthropological species of identical plumage collaborate in case of proximity. So, I want to elucidate what you have supplicated to understand. I subjugated, I was being volatile by the agony of people who are being subjugated in acclimatizing the cripatic of vilification, in solipsism, of parsimonious, without being acclimatized by the gregarious of Flabawan, in cripatic of Ocapescans, which is virilmutudinous.
We need that dictionary.
You see, so in simple English. I remember when I was doing my diploma, I was so happy. I said, ish, yeah, heaven, I'm going to wear a graduation, I'm going to wear a gown, I'm going to graduate. I was a juvenile, you see. I was a juvenile in mind. But the moment you start to see life not myopically, not here, one-sided, not myopically, do you understand? I see most of people are happy because of graduating, but the question is one: how many people are getting job after graduating? You find a person spending 5,000. Tomorrow that person is going to cry. So the education, the systematical education, it's very, very bogus. Most especially for us youth, it's very, very bogus. Because the opportunity is no longer there for youth. And the youth, we are the future generation.
And we are the future.
We are the future generation. Like even government itself, it's not like maybe I blame government or what, but the government itself, it's failing for the responsibility because they're subjugating youth to go to school. They said go to school and get qualification. How many people are getting qualification but they don't get a job? Oh, the question is what? If the matriculant people, lot of them, all of them, they pass with distinction. The government is going to help those people, is a question. It shows that the government itself is failing. They don't have a vision for the future generation. They just force people to go to school. They don't teach them on how to open the business. They subjugate us to have a matric. After matric, we go to university. And when you go to university, you are going to lose a lot of money again. So if we get that money that we are spending at the university, you are going to open a business.
Very interesting.
I'm not saying that education is not important. The system of the education is bogus itself. Education itself, it's very important to a person. But the way they give us education is bogus. So we need to change the system of the education. And we receive education in a proper way. Look, people from Dubai, Arabic people, those people, they have a lot of money. They don't depend. The government, Mohammed bin Radish Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai himself, he thinks about his country. While our president here, he's not thinking about this country. He's thinking about his stomach. He has a lot of money, yet he's still stingy.
So you're saying for the bogus education system that we're having, perhaps we should blame the government, the people who are at the top, people who are supposed to give us resources. My question is, who exactly is to blame for the education system, for the high employment rate? Is it the youth who with decisions to say we want to go to school and whatever, or the government itself for failing to provide adequate resources to its masses?
Previously, I was blaming youth. I said youth, they're lazy, they don't want to work.
Yeah.
But I've detected something. It's not about youth. It's about the government itself. The government itself is failing. But when the time of vote comes, they want us to vote for them. But they are failing to create a proper job for youth. Look now, it's 74% unemployment rate.
That's a lot.
You see? And the government is saying, we must go to school. So, we can't blame the youth because if you can check, youth are graduating, but they don't get job. Even though there are some people who want to open businesses, they don't have a proper fund. If the government itself can open an organization that can fund a people who are well equipped in businesses, they say they borrow their money to open some certain business. When they see that the business is running, they give the money back, and that money is going to help other people again.
Well, someone from government can argue and say they have obviously entities such as your NYDA, your DTI that provide such resources to say if you are a youth person, come. So someone can say that. So what can you say regarding that matter?
My man, my brother, that thing is not working. That thing for youth, what? I once went there. It's not working. That thing is not working. So they just open that thing to brainwash us. To brainwash us. How many juveniles are getting help there? When you go there, they make the process long for you to give up, or they take your ideas. They open that thing to take our ideas, not to assist us, to take our ideas.
Okay, so there is a youth out there who just listen to what you say, but now what can you say them? What can you say to them specifically? What is a paragraph or a line that you can leave with them in terms of for them not looking to go to government, or what can you tell them about doing whatever it is that they can do with what they have? What can you tell them?
My brother, I think it is very important to provide a fisher with a good equipment.
Yeah, resources.
Exactly, resources.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell the person, go to fish. While you see this person doesn't have anything. Even though his understanding can subjugate him to fishing. But the moment he doesn't have any resource to catch the fish, even though you can subjugate, because you can subjugate the donkey to the river, but you won't subjugate the donkey to the water. Do you understand? So for me, to try to elucidate a youth, you must do this and 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 this, while there is no resources, it's a waste of time. Really, it's a waste of time. I'm telling you the truth. So what I can say for now is, youth must not dwell more in getting the qualification. They must think about using their talent. They must think about using their talent, because a talent is the weapon that can subjugate you to be a millionaire. It's not about a qualification. How many professors are billionaires? There are many professors, but they're still being a slave of a government. So what I can advise, the imperative, crucial, fundamental advice to the youth is to think about your gift. The gift that God gave you, please put more effort in that gift. Even though you have a qualification, but put more effort to the gift, because the gift will help you. It's what I can say.
Well, you heard it. Utilize your gift, use your gift, do as much as you can with whatever little that you have, and obviously make sure that you better your life. My name is MAAKE, and it's been a wonderful having you. This is Confession episode 3, and of course you can subscribe. Advocate, thank you for having me. If you also wanna comment, you can just comment, hit on the comment button, just tell us more about this conversation. Advocate, thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Say, all right, Labora, I will not go to English for thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Away. This is your boy Msimango through Hamga Unlimited Services. Thank you so much for tuning in on Campus TV. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you do follow the episode 3 of Confessions with your boy Advocate. My name is Msimango. Make sure that you subscribe and you follow.
Your 2 cents is your personal dividend. Niggas stick around and watch me rebuild the pyramids. My wave is like a typhoon.